Do you remember that song from Anansi and the Sky God? The villagers decide that Anansi is not a good enough drummer to send messages on the talking drums, and from now on they'll do their own drumming. Listen to the verse again. Talking drums, it's our tradition. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Talking drums, let me hear all the news from far and near. You try singing it. Come in after 4. 3, 4, talking drums, it's our tradition. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Talking drums, let me hear all the news from far and near. And once more, after 4 again. Ready? 3, 4, talking drums, it's our tradition. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Talking drums, let me hear all the news from far and near.
2 of the children are helping me to accompany the song. Daniel is playing the regular beat on the gong gong, like this. 3, 4. And Claudette is playing a rhythm pattern on the shaker. 3, 4.
Join in and sing the song again. Be ready to come in after 4. 3, 4, talking drums, it's our tradition. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Talking drums, let me hear all the news from far and near.
Well, the drummers are playing rhythm patterns for the chorus, like this. Listen. 3, 4. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Everyone's got to stop and listen. All the news, all the news. Everyone's got to stop and listen. You say and tap those rhythm patterns with the drummers. Come in after 4. 3, 4. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Everyone's got to stop and listen. All the news, all the news. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Well, the drums that make the lowest sounds only play stop and listen, like this. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Everyone's got to stop and listen. All the news, all the news. Everyone's got to stop and listen.
I'm going to ask your teachers now to divide you into a group 1 and a group 2. Group 1, you say and tap all of the drumming chorus with me.
Group 2 will be the bass drums, and so we only say and tap stop and listen each time it comes.
Ready, group 1? After 4. 3, 4. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Everyone's got to stop and listen. All the news, all the news. Everyone's got to stop and listen.
Try it again. But this time, don't say the words. Just think them in your heads while you tap the rhythms.
Ready, group 1? After 4 again. 3, 4.
Be ready to tap the chorus again in your 2 groups.
But we'll start by singing the verse. Wait for the introduction and come in after 4. 3, 4, talking drums, it's our tradition. Everyone's got to stop and listen. Talking drums, let me hear all the news from far and near. The children made some of the instruments they're playing. Claudette, tell us how you made the shaker.
We made it out of a yoghurt pot and a plastic bin liner. First of all, I measured a black bin liner around the yoghurt pot, and then I cut it out. Then you put some pasta shells into the yoghurt pot, and then put the black bin liner on top of the yoghurt pot. You put the elastic band round the bin liner to stop the pasta shells getting out of the yoghurt pot.
To make a jam, you will need a large tin, which you can get from your local garage or local cafe. Felix took the top off with a hammer and a nail, and then he hammered all the inside to make it nice and smooth. And then he made 4 holes down the bottom with a hammer and a nail. Then we got a thick piece of string which we tied around the top. Then we tied another piece exactly the same down the bottom of the tin. We kept the bottom string down by threading another piece through the holes and tying a knot. We put the drum on a piece of polythene and then we drew around the bottom. Then we took the string from the top of the can and placed it on the circle. Felix used a piece of wire to thread another piece of string through the polythene where the circle had been drawn. And he made loops all the way round. We put the piece of polythene on the top of the drum. Then we laced another piece of string through the loops and round the string at the bottom of the can. We did that all the way round and Felix tightened it. And then he trimmed the polythene and it was ready to play.
To make a gong gong, you need to collect empty tins, different sizes. I took an end off with the tin opener and Felix made a hole on the other side. We got a stick and we tied the elastic band round the top of the stick and pushed it right down into the middle of the stick. We put the stick through the hole and the elastic band stops the stick slipping out of the hole. I put another one on the other end to keep it in place. Then we did the same with a smaller tin and joined them together with elastic bands and we put a bit of stick in between them and tied it to the 2 sticks to keep the 2 sticks apart.
Thank you. Well done. I hope you'll have a go at making those instruments for your production of Anansi and the Sky God. As it's an African story, Jonathan's been finding out about some real African instruments.
Very good. Does anyone know the name of this instrument? Yes?
Is it a gong gong?
Gong gong. Ah, but that's not his real African name. The correct name is gankogui. Could you say that?
Gankogui.
Again?
Gankogui.
Gankogui, yes. Now, it's got 2 bells. The small one makes a high sound, and the big one a low sound. And the person who plays this leads the drummers. The drummers take their beats from it. This is the sort of rhythm it plays. Would you like to try? Now, this grows like a big fruit. And when it dries, they scrape the inside. Can you see the hole there? Can you see? They scrape the fruit from the inside. And then they weave the seeds round the head, and that makes the rich sound, like this. Would anyone like to have a go? Now, this is the gomeg drum. The player sits on the drum. He provides the rhythm with the palm of his hands and changes the tone with the heel of his feet, like this. And this is another interesting instrument called the dono drum. It has two heads, and both heads are connected with this long string. And what happens is you squeeze the string and it gives you a high note, a low note.
Follow the drum, Anansi is signaling everyone. Take a charm, safe from harm, we'll follow the drum to Anansi. That song comes near the end of our story of Anansi and the Sky God, and it's sung by all the villagers. Listen to the first part again. Follow the drum, Anansi is signaling everyone. You sing it, coming after two. Ready? 1, 2, follow the drum, Anansi is signaling everyone. And again. 1, 2, follow the drum, Anansi is signaling everyone. And the song ends like this. Listen. Take a charm, safe from harm, we'll follow the drum to Anansi. Your turn, and coming after two again. Ready? 1, 2, take a charm, safe from harm, we'll follow the drum to Anansi. And once more. 1, 2, take a charm, safe from harm, we'll follow the drum to Anansi. Now we'll sing the whole song from the beginning, after two again. 1, 2, follow the drum, Anansi is signaling everyone. Take a charm, safe from harm, we'll follow the drum to Anansi. The villagers joined hands, making a chain which led deep into the forest, following the sound of Anansi's talking drum.
Well, these are real African talking drums. Felix, how are they different from the other drums that we've seen?
These are traditional Ghanaian drums called atumpani. The female, higher voice. The male, deeper voice. In Ghana, they use this in sending messages in the villages. And they're far better than the telephones because more people could hear the messages. Moreover, they are cheaper than the telephones.
But how can you understand what the drums are saying?
The pattern that I play on the drums match the rise and fall of the voice. Say, for instance, Ghana Muntie, which simply means the people of Ghana listen. The people of Ghana listen.
How far does the sound carry?
Oh, you could hear these drums up to about 2 kilometers away.
Really?
Now, I'll show you how it works. I'll play and you walk as far as you can.
Okay.
All right?
Well, I'm about 2 kilometres away now, and I can still hear the drums. I'm playing these 4 rhythm patterns in different orders. I'm repeating some of them, like this. Quiz time. You'll hear one of these rhythm patterns played twice.
We want to know which one it is and which instrument is playing it. The gong gong,
Or the talking drums.
or does it sound like the shaker? Here comes the first one. Listen. And the answer? See if you're right.
Were you right? Try another one. Listen.
What do you think? Here comes the answer.
And here comes another one. Listen. And the answer? Here it comes.
Did you get it right? Try another one. Listen.
What do you think that time? Here's the answer. And that's our introduction to the song. Verse again, after 4. 3, 4, talking drums, it's our stop and listen, talking drums, let me hear all the news from far and near. Go on practicing that song after the programme and see if you can come up with a different drumming chorus. Change the order of the rhythm patterns and compose some new ones.
To end today, here are the gong gong, the shaker and the drums playing some more African music. Goodbye.
Goodbye.